back like we never left with another episode of the Dosyonkos podcast. It's your boy and your co-captain, SV, Sammy Vince Smoke here. My brother, Deion Chapter. What's going on?
Bam. Early morning hustle as always. Feeling good.
Yes, sir.
I'm actually like super awake right now. Usually I'm like dead.
Word.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm okay. I got my caffeine, so I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing all right. I got caffeine, so I'm doing okay.
Right. I pounded this Celsius, so Celsius.
Oh yeah.
10 calories, great energy.
Celsius gang, you already know. Celsius gang.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, your boys are back on the grind. Another week, another episode. You know what I'm saying? We go and talk about a little weekly recap. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be. We keep saying it's gonna be tiny this week, but we'll see if that actually ends up that way. Deion's gonna chat about a little One Piece. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's been watching. Now that Demon Slayer has ended, you know what I mean? I'm gonna chat about Young Eden's Zero because I finished season 1 of that shit. That shit's kind of spicy.
Yeah.
Like I really fuck with that shit. So I'll speak a little about that, John. Then we're gonna go between two walls, you know what I'm saying, and talk about the latest episode of Attack on Titan, episode 25, season 4.
Ooh.
This was a good episode too. I really enjoyed this one. So
okay.
I really fuck with this one. You know,
feelings.
I'm a plot. You know, I knew you would. You know how I knew?
Oh.
Because they didn't have any fights or they didn't leave the campfire. I knew what Deion like once. I'm gonna tell you this. Deion, before I watched it, Deion texted me. He was like, "I have mixed feelings about this episode," and I already knew it was gonna be a bottle episode at the campfire. So I knew. I'm like, this is why he doesn't like it.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing happened. He's like, none of them happened for Deion. I knew it. I know him. I know him already. Come on, bro.
Yo, he ain't wrong. This man is not
I know him.
That's
so
funny. That's too funny.
So we're gonna chat about Attack on Titan. You know, Deion's gonna say why he didn't fuck with the bottle episode. I'm gonna say why I loved it. You know me. When niggas is chatting plot lore, I'm in there. I'm all ears. I'm all ears. So
that's true, man.
That's on the young docket for today.
Oh man, the docket is kind of spicy. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I mean, One Piece is it's just this was one of those things, like I was talking to you before. I was like, it's not it didn't, like, I guess I don't know if I would say it didn't progress the storyline, but it kind of did. So like, you know, we're in the scenes where Yamato's talking about how they met Ace.
Okay, yeah.
And it was a standard. It was kind of funny because I don't know if my brain just like put this in like together, but it was like a very serious parallel between, you know, like Roger and Ace, like father son type shit, where Ace rolls up and he was just like late to fight Kaido. So one of those things, like Roger shows up to like Laugh Tale, like, and he was too early.
Yeah.
So he had to wait, and like once again, Ace shows up to fight Kaido, and he's too late. Like, no one's there, and it was just Yamato.
Kaido left. Yeah,
they're like, he's not
Kaido
here.
went on some fucking excursion. Yeah.
So like, that was really hilarious. The parallels in those two, and he's like, well, you know, Luffy's gonna come and like fucking fight him. Like, you know, so like both of those two, like.
Bro, it's wild to me that this man Ace knew that Luffy was gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
He been telling niggas like, yo, no, like I might be strong, but the motherfucker who really gonna be out here running shit is my little brother. Like, that nigga is a problem.
He was like that too. Yeah,
I'm telling you, mad niggas.
Everybody.
Even if you think back to Whitebeard.
Yeah.
Whitebeard shit before Whitebeard, you know, had passed in that, or it's in the third or whatever. Before Ace left or to go catch you know, Blackbeard. He was telling him like, yo, my brother kind of saucy. Like, look at his bounty and shit. Like, he was always been talking up Luffy. So
yeah,
it's just funny to me.
And he said that to Whitebeard. That's why like Whitebeard was like, oh, all right, this is Ace, bro. Like,
yeah,
he lived up to he lived up to it. You know what I'm saying? He did live up to the hype, like, which is great.
Yeah, it's a fact.
So yeah, so like Yamato's whole scenario of him, like, of Yamato like meeting Ace and fighting Ace, and you know, it was one of those things too where you got the whole parallel, like not the whole parallels, like the accumulation of everybody that kind of like bled into Ace. Like Luffy has the same kind of ideals, you know, with the do you want to be free type shit to Yamato.
Yeah.
You know, and that's some Luffy shit. Which then again, it would make sense that that's some Luffy shit because that's some fucking because Luffy's the younger bro, so
Exactly.
it
Yeah.
makes sense.
They grew up all like on the same vibe, the same
Yeah,
timing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
even though like Ace's goal per se in his life wasn't to be free, like Luffy's goal is like to be free and do whatever he wants. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Ace's goal wasn't that, but he still values that ideal of doing whatever he wants because that's what he does all the time. You know what I'm saying? He's always doing whatever the fuck he wants. He went after Blackbeard because that's what he wanted to do.
yeah.
He listened to nobody else. He's like, I don't give a fuck what you say. I want to catch him, so I'm going to.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And he's always rolling dolo. Like as the Whitebeard pirates, you always see him by himself. Like,
yeah.
Which I don't know if that was how he was supposed to be, or like, I've always wondered that with long animes like this. Was that really what was his plan in the series, or was that just something that kind of like happened to be a thing? You know
what? Him being on Whitebeard's crew?
Yeah, like because he was just always rolling around. Like, and I know he was on Whitebeard's crew, but was he always supposed to be? It seemed like Ace was a solo character, kind of like Mihawk. You know, like he was just constantly always doing his own thing. I don't know. And then like one day they're like, he's Whitebeard's
no, but didn't when we meet him, he was already part of Whitebeard's crew. We didn't know that though. He was already part of Whitebeard's crew by that time. We just hadn't known.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was already tatted with Whitebeard's symbol on his back by the time we got him on Alabasta. You know what I'm saying? Like he was already gang.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I guess.
Yeah, and I guess
like the Dolo scenario, he's always by himself. So I was just wondering if that was like something that wasn't supposed to be a thing, or was it supposed to be a thing? And then out of nowhere, there's like, now we gotta like fucking level up Luffy, so he has to, you know, like some things didn't add up for me at that point, and I was like, all right. But Ace was cool, so I just let it go.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, Ace is pretty cool. Minus his final moments, he's pretty cool.
Yeah. So with that though, Yamato and Ace fought each other, and that was the other thing. Yamato is really becoming like a staple of the straw of the Straw Hats without being a Straw Hat, right?
Yeah.
Like Yamato
they already join, bro.
They have to. They have to.
They joining.
Like,
they joining.
That's the vibe you get. Like every step of the way. Like Yamato talks to Ace. Ace has drinks with Yamato. Talks in the Odin feel. Literally the real Odin feel. Like, tell me all your stories. Like, I want to know. And it's just all about Luffy. You know?
Yeah.
So like Yamato has been prepped from the time Ace showed up to be not like a subordinate, but like a fan or a friend of Luffy, you know?
Yeah.
And then we got that that played so much more into like the introduction of Yamato when he rolled up and was like, "Hey, you're Luffy, right?" Like, and he's like, "How do you know me?" Like, and then they fought.
He's like, "Nigga, I've been heard about you for years now."
So, like that was the whole episode, really. So it wasn't like too much, but there's so many like little bits of information just added to the vibe of the series, you know. So.
Yeah, I feel that for sure.
Yamato's strong as fuck though. Yamato would go in hands with Ace, and then he said it. He's like, "Yo, a person as strong as you is not a cat," and that was I think the most important part of this whole, like the whole episode was when Ace was fighting Yamato. Was like, "A person as strong as you is not a captain." I can't believe that. So like.
It's crazy, bro. Like it's wild when you think about how Luffy's crew at the end of Wano is gonna be OD. Like, if you really think about it, like half of Luffy's crew right now could have a crew of their own and lead a crew and beat the strong motherfucker. Like Zoro could have a crew of his own. Sanji got a crew of his own. Jinbei already had a crew of his own. Jinbei, you know what I'm saying? Yamato definitely could.
Yeah,
Brook already had a crew of his own. Brook like happened before.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think everyone except for Nami, Usopp. Well, actually, that's a lie.
Usopp would want to be a captain, but he wouldn't be the strongest power. He'd have to get like a strong first mate.
Excuse me, God Usopp has followers, bro. And
God Usopp,
and you think I'm
right? He has followers, but he wouldn't be the strongest on his crew. That's what I'm saying. He wouldn't be the strongest.
I mean, he technically is the strongest. His bounty is higher than all of them.
Bounty is not the fucking indicator of strength. Sabo's bounty is 600 million. Sabo.
Hey, I'm just saying, yo. Check the bounty. Check the bounty.
Bounties don't mean shit, boy.
Say that to God.
Bounties don't mean shit.
God, Usopp got the highest bounty in Dressrosa, and he was like,
He didn't do shit.
yo, but he's
Nigga literally scared. Nigga scared pudding. Sugar, not pudding.
yeah, scared pudding.
All these fucking food names and shit.
Yeah, that's so. I was like, yeah, no, he
All he
did.
did was scare fucking Sugar, bro.
Yeah, but like, yeah, no, you're right. Like, other than so, if we're being real, like Nami, Usopp, and Chopper's like a child, but he's
I was a kid. Yeah.
but like Monster Point Chopper is well that old Monster Point Chopper. Like, if you were to ask me this in fucking any lobby, like then I'd be like, yeah, but yeah, no. And Frankie had a squad. Like all these people were gang.
Frankie did have a crew already too. Yeah.
So yeah, like literally, this was a gang of captains. Like,
I'm telling you, bro, it's wild. It's wild how buff the crew is now, and like once they add Yamato, if they join, which obviously it seems like they are,
yeah,
they're gonna be so buff. Like it's just crazy.
scary buff. But what position would Yamato fill? Would that be just third? Would that be the
the recorder, the log person? She's gonna record the journey, have the logbook. That's gonna be her role.
Oh my god!
Lock it in, bro. We already know. Yes, lock it in.
Holy shit!
Lock it in. She's gonna be the scribe or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
and gonna record the journeys of the crew, in a book or whatever. That's her.
That's so sick. I didn't even because that was what Odin did.
Exactly. Come on now.
Wow, that's
and we have further evidence to that. Like, there's a detail later on in the story in the manga where I'm at right now that's like further supports where that they could be that. Yeah. I'm not gonna say what detail it is, but there's further evidence to that if she was to join the crew, that's what there would be. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, out here dying. So, all right, yeah, well, that was the sickest thing ever. So yeah, if Yamato joins the crew, squad up.
Yeah.
And then I just got a big shout out to the boy Law, because after hearing all that and thinking that Law's still a captain, bro, like how is Law pulls a lot of weight.
Like, bro, Law is different. Just wait, Law is top 3, bro.
Yeah.
Where niggas are at in the manga, bro, Law is different. Like, bro.
Yeah.
We be thinking Law is broken now.
Oh no! Does he post like Shang Tsung shit, like rip someone's soul out their body?
Nigga, he does some crazy shit. I ain't gonna say it, but
your soul is mine. He just fucking
nigga, bro. I'm telling you, he does some wild shit, bro.
Can you imagine?
That nigga Law different.
He fighting Queen or King, and he just rips their soul out. Nigga just kills them.
Knowing that nigga room and it doesn't matter. Just poke and soul's gone, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking wild. So that was it for me on the watch. Like that literally was all of it. Like just they were hyping.
Yeah, I remember like in the manga. I don't know. I do remember like this is after they Yamato, Shinobu, and Momo end up at the dragon statue, right? And then she has the flashback. Yep. Okay, I remember this. So I don't remember how long it was. But I remember the conversation they had about, about them not being like them being too strong to be not a captain or whatever, and then like Kaido being gone. I remember that shit, but I don't know. Like, I assume they extended the fight for the anime. I don't think they actually. We might as well like one clash in the manga, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, there was just one clash. It was pretty.
Oh okay.
Like they clashed in the Yamato like tried to stop Ace from. So the beginning was. Yeah, like Ace rolls up in the castle, throws
wants to destroy the fucking thing, right?
Yeah, tries to destroy a thing. He was saving the kids too that were kidnapped and shit as well. So that was like the underlying story. But Yamato clashed and was like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "Here to kill Kaido." And he's like, "Well, they're not here." So then Ace was like, "We got to fight because you're way too strong." They fought like 2 clashes, maybe. I think it was 1. Like, he did the fire fist. Yamato hits it back at him. It explodes, and then he's like, "What the fuck?"
What the fuck?
Literally, that's what it felt like he did. He was like, he got hit with the rebound fire. Like, what the fuck? Why are you doing this? And then they were friends.
Word, that's tight.
Yeah. So it was a pretty good, it was a good situation. Like, I mean, nothing important happened that I think. It was just furthering the strength of
Yeah,
Like, we all knew Yamato was beef,
yeah.
and now they added some udon noodles to it.
Add some noodles to the beef.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Add some noodles to the beef.
and
That shit's funny.
yeah. So what about you, man? How's Eden?
Okay, yeah. So on my recap is just Young Eden Zero. So I finished that John season one, 25 episodes, and I gotta say, like, I was talking about it the other like maybe a week or two ago, where I was like, it's gonna get to a point where like I'm going to enjoy it enough where the fairy tale shit won't bother me anymore.
Yeah.
And I feel like I might be at that point
Okay.
because I fucking love the main character. Low key, I fucking love the main character. Because here's the thing, like I told you that I was kind of mad on him because of his whole like trying to find friends thing. But what really sold me on him was because there's a part in the season where one of his friends gets like kidnapped or taken.
Okay.
Or
Standard.
whatever, right?
Yeah, standard.
Yeah, standard, standard anime shit, you know what I'm saying? But then he gets tight, and instead of like he says a line where he's like, "I'm not some hero of justice." He's like, "If you fuck with my friends, you let out the Demon King." And his grandfather was the Demon King. That's who his grandfather was. Okay. So I'm like, I like that difference. Like, he's not like some motherfucker who's gonna sit there. He's like, I'm from me and my own. Yeah. And when you fuck with me, like, you let out the demon. And I'm like, I fuck with that though. I fuck with that heavy. So yeah, that's what that might have sold me on the character. I'm like, okay, she can kind of sauce, bro. After that Demon King shit, I'm like, okay.
Let's get
I was like, okay. So I think I'm at a point where the fairy tale shit doesn't bother me anymore, because I was thinking like I shouldn't hold somebody's like current work to their past. Like, I shouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't want to, like, my brain's doing that regardless. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to break that, like, sever that little connection. And I think after this first season that I think I've broken that shit, where like I don't really care about the fairy tale aspect of that he wrote fairy tale, so something bad is possibly could happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a weird way to watch a story.
Yeah, I mean that
you know what I'm saying?
That's a good way to like break a bias, you know. Yeah, like we do get plagued with some like crazy bias when it comes to with like negative like products, like when there's something negative about a story in your as fairy tale, you know, it definitely is hard to break that connection. But when it comes down to it, you're right. I mean, time.
Yeah, it's just tough because like on the flip side, you always, if somebody like if there's an author who wrote something prior and he has something new, you hype. Think back to Togashi, wrote Yu Hakusho, and then your Hunter x Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Like, because his previous work is Yu Hakusho, you're like not more inclined to like read it or whatever, but like it gives you a incentive to really, because his prior work was so good. But now it's the opposite, where like I wasn't a big fan of his prior work, so now I have reservations about this current one.
Yeah.
Which I shouldn't have.
No, but I think you're right, though. I think you're more inclined to read or watch an anime based upon the successes of its previous.
Yeah, definitely.
Thing. Because like, you know, like the incentive is that it's something new, but the what's the thing? Not the reliability. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like it being good. It's credibility. That's credibility. Like. You assume the credibility of the person. You're like, oh, this is gonna probably be good because it was good before. But like, right. If you went to like, you know, like I always say a car shop. I mean, not a car shop, but a mechanic, and they did a bad job before, but then they fire their employee that did a bad job and got like the world's best mechanic. You're still gonna have a bad feeling about that company,
that place, right?
But even though that the person is God. You know,
I feel that.
So, like, that's how I feel like with anything. The credibility of the overarching, like, person makes you feel like, is this going to be the same? Which until you just give it another shot and you're like, oh, this is good. You would,
Yeah,
so you're not faulted for that. Like you can't be faulted for that because they
yeah,
fucked up before. Like,
right, exactly, yeah. So I think that's where I'm at right now. This shit is valid. I
okay,
really fuck with this shit. Story is sick because like I said, it's like right now it's like the Wizard of Oz.
okay.
These motherfuckers are on a journey to get to some mystical being, and then that's just the journey. You know what I'm saying? So
So my
I
question
fucks with
is,
it.
like, I had a hard time too with Fairy Tail's animation style. Is it the same animation style?
Honestly, I can't even remember how Fairy Tail even is animated or looks.
Okay.
I will say the art style is very similar to Fairy Tail because this bitch Rebecca looks just like Lucy, and Happy's literally in the fucking
All
show.
right. So it's the
You
okay.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if the animation is clean. Like watching Shiki move around gravity shit, that shit is clean, but it's drawn the same way, the
Alright,
same art style. You know what I'm saying?
what
The
I was
animation
asking.
might be different, but the art style is the same.
Well, that's what I meant.
Because
Just the art style.
because this bitch Rebecca is the same as Lucy, like exactly the same.
Yeah, that was a big. Honestly, that was a big. I want to say negative, but that was something that was in my cons section of Fairy Tail. I did like the animation style. But I didn't really. I wasn't a fan of the art style.
Right. Yeah. I don't think I really. My main thing with Fairy Tail was the story. I think I thought always the characters and character design were always cool. Like it was just I never thought the art style wasn't bad. Even the animation I didn't think was bad. It's the story is just like
it just hit you wrong. Like
like, sometimes that shit just like like breathe, Jesus Christ.
I mean, shit. I still think my favorite art styles are Hunter x Hunter. Like I just like that's
Hunter is really good. Yeah.
that might be in my top. Like
Hunter is really fucking good.
so. It's weird when you break those things down, right? And you're like, man, why did you not like this? And I sit back and think, like, some things really just don't. That's why I don't get mad at people when they talk about One Piece's art styles. I'm like, you're right.
Me
Like,
either.
sometimes
Because
that shit look
I said the same shit. That's why I haven't watched JoJo's because I think it's ugly.
No.
I really don't like how it's drawn. I really don't. And I hate that I have to say that because everyone tells me it's good, but I can't look at it for too long because I don't like how it looks.
I mean, you're right. Like, it's one of those things that the realism makes it kind of feel.
Yeah, it looks crazy.
Yeah,
it looks crazy.
I hate it.
And like the shading on there, like it's wild. Yeah. And people could enjoy it. That's great. For me personally, it's not my thing.
I'm with you. I'm totally with you on that one.
That's why for another thing, people don't like Attack on Titan eyes. My boy Hoodies hates the AOT eyes, bro. Hates them.
I don't know.
Thinks they're hideous. Yeah. But we like them because they give a lot of detail and emotion. But he's looking at like they just look ugly. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's funny.
So it's just a personal thing.
But this is Hoods, right? We're talking about.
Yeah, it's Hoodies. Yeah.
Oh man, yo, Hoods be coming. Yo, shout out to Hoods. I got nothing to say about Hoods. He's cool, but sometimes he be having some real lukewarm takes on something.
I'm crying.
Love you, Hoods.
That's my boy, bro.
That's funny. That's solid, yeah. The way you talk it up, that and I gotta watch Shaman King. Like those are the two.
Yeah, Shaman King I like as well too. Eden, they're both very solid. I don't know. Eden Zero is fucking sick, man. And they with gravity powers, like that shit's cool, bro.
Dude, gravity powers is in my top.
Yeah,
I'm bugging. Like that's the thing.
Even the other. Yeah, it's even the other powers are fucking cool, bro. Even like one of the other dudes, he can like control machines, so he can just like make shit. Like it's crazy. Yeah, some of the other powers are wild.
So not like Kid, right? He's like.
Nah, so like he can alter. So say he could alter certain machines. So he could have a regular gun, right?
Yeah.
Or make it into a flamethrower. Or he could have like some kind of metal like thing, and then you can make it into something else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he's like not like he's not like magnetism. He can just turn one thing into another if it's a machine, or he can like alter like instead of shooting bullets, use fire now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, shit like that.
So some Fire Force type shit.
Yeah.
Shooting bullets of fire. God, man, yeah. That's I gotta jump into those because those. I mean, you've talked pretty highly about Shaman King and Zero, and I mean, it might be one of those things where I load up a couple episodes and be like, man, I really can't get past his art style, and just like
Yeah,
go home.
yeah,
But
and
I
then
gotta give it a
that's
try.
fine.
Like,
I feel that. Yeah, I definitely feel that.
all right, that makes sense. So, hey, maybe that's now I can have a little bit more to talk about on the weekly recap.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm about to watch next. I don't know.
There's got to be
I might
something.
rewatch. I might rewatch Steins Gate.
This boy really be just real. I want to go back and watch some other shit. Like,
I wonder where. Didn't we say we are gonna watch Sailor Moon though?
yes,
We
we
should
did.
wait until that. We maybe should wait until AOT's done to watch that though. Do a full reaction of that.
I will do a
We will
real.
wait till AOT's done.
See, that's the Mandela effect shit. Like I was talking about before. I feel like I watched all of Sailor Moon, but
Me
yet I
too.
don't remember any of
Me
Sailor
too.
Moon.
Oh, I remember like Tuxedo Mask. That's it. I remember Tuxedo Mask. That's it.
Tuxedo.
That's all. That's it.
I just remember like the transformation and be like, "Oh, that's a sick transformation." But that's
Yeah.
all I remember. Maybe my little child like small brain couldn't just fathom the the rest
Bro,
of the
we
shit.
just watched them because girls was fighting. That's what I watched it for.
Yeah. Oh man, Sailor Moon, most broken character in all of anime.
Yeah, bro. So we should definitely do a rewatch of that when AOT is done.
Yeah, I mean, shit, I might just start. I literally might just start. I'm running out.
Shit, I feel
My
that.
Sundays are looking fucking grim. I load up One Piece and Attack on Titan.
These are my looking grim.
I'm fiending for other shit to watch. And
I feel that.
enough.
There's a bunch of shit we didn't check out that I heard is good. Like Tokyo Revengers, I heard was good, but
Yeah,
I didn't watch that shit.
I'm sleeping on that.
Yeah, I heard that shit was valid, and I haven't watched it. You know what I'm saying? All the other shit. I heard there's that spin-off of Inuyasha with like that little chick or whatever. I heard that was decent. Haven't watched that.
I haven't watched
You know what I'm
Promise
saying?
Neverland. Like,
I watched one episode.
uh,
One episode was fine.
We're fucking out here talking like we ain't got anime to watch. There's just like a whole ocean.
Nigga, yeah, we have a shit ton. I never say that. I'm always finding some new shit every fucking day.
I'm just lazy. I can admit that. Like, Sam pulls all the weight in that. Like I'll wake up and like message Sam and Sam be like, "Yo, bro, like I'm watching fucking what was the wizard joint you sent me? The
Oh, Madoka Magica?
yeah, yeah." And I'm like, "Where should I watch it?" Sam's like, "Yeah," and then I just like load it up.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That shit up, bro.
Oh god,
Just
man.
good.
So, yeah, that's it. Ready for the between two walls? Do we move
Mhm.
in? All right, yo.
Yes, sir.
So, y'all know what time this is. This is the part of the episode, the finest of dinners where you get all the juicy meat, aka main meat, aka between two walls, aka your favorite part of the episode.
Yes, sir.
Where we don't talk about One Piece. Shit, man. Yeah, just kick it off. I did have mixed feelings. I don't think it's as bad as you think, though. When I said I had mixed
Yeah.
feelings, the mixed feelings are actual valid points. I think this time.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll let you kick it off because I want to hear your side because I know you probably like it more, and then I'll give you my
Yeah,
little.
I love this shit.
I'll sprinkle in my little why I think I was
Okay.
for or against.
Yeah, that's fair. So this episode is basically this is a classic, and if you watch like in like TV and like in general, this is a classic episode. It's called like a bottle episode, where like when studios use a lot of animation where you have to save the budget for like something else, they'll make an episode where it takes place in one place. It's called a bottle episode. A lot of the times, like what I know it from in when I used to watch Arrow on CW is that they would have say they had an episode or they're saving the budget for like a later fight scene or whatever. They would have a bottle episode that took place only in the Arrow cave or like the Bat cave or whatever for Arrow. You know what I'm saying? So it would only be the motherfuckers dealing with something in that in the Arrow cave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing here. And these episodes usually are dialogue heavy. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously they're not going nowhere. So same with this one. It's a bottle episode at this campfire. But what's really sick about this is like we have the added twist of that these motherfuckers are enemies at war. Up until literally a day and a half ago, they were trying to murder each other for years.
I think it was.
You know what I'm saying? Up until like a day and a half ago.
Less than that,
less
right?
than less than a day. A day or less. You know what I'm saying? Less than 2 days for sure. They were trying to kill each other at each other's throat for years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now they have to sit here and share food. And not even just share food, they have to open up all the bad blood. Because now that they're working together, they can't have no secrets.
Facts.
Secrets cannot be a thing anymore. You know what I'm saying? They have to air out all the bad blood because they can't move forward and try and do this together if they still are holding reservations.
Yeah.
Which I fucking love. And we immediately seen that with the conversation between Mogarth and fucking John, bro.
Yeah.
Immediately we see that shit where they're like blaming each other for shit. And like, but me, I still think John is in the right.
Yeah,
obviously.
I agree.
I think John is in the right.
Yeah.
Because it all comes down to, even John says it, like, how many motherfuckers died because Reiner broke the walls? You know what I'm saying? This only happened because Eren had to literally watch his mother get eaten by a fucking Titan. This is why this like what's happening now. That's the reason.
Yeah, like this is present.
That's the direct reason of why Eren is gone down this path, because his mother got murdered. You know what I'm saying? The direct reason.
Exactly.
And then Mogarth is going to say, you want to talk about past, you know, the Eldians terrorized Marley, whatever. But I'm like, bro, to me, I don't want to say that's irrelevant because it's not. But at the same time, the people on Paradise had no idea about that.
Yep.
At all.
Yeah, 0%.
For generations, they had no idea about that shit.
Yeah.
So for you to be blaming them for that shit doesn't make sense to me personally. That's why I think John is in the right. Even though obviously both parties have reasons to hate each other, because both parties have played the role of oppressor and oppressed. Both sides.
True statement. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I definitely agree with you on the John statement as well, because like Bogarth is you know, I think he's in the wrong because he's taking like the oppressed feelings of people from like the past and saying that they're why he is being oppressed, but he's not oppressed right now. But like in the case of, it's not even like the system is set up against him. So like I would understand if there was systemic oppression where like Marleyans still were taking losses because of what the Eldians did for them, but they're not.
Right. Yeah,
like they're now the leading force in Marley,
in the world.
Yeah,
and not even, maybe not now, but for a long time they were the world power.
Yeah, and that reason is pretty much why I think John is in the right, because like you did, there was 2,000 years where you were getting fucking just destroyed. Like we get the pain. But like at one point, you're not involved in that pain anymore, and now you're causing the pain because you feel like you have to. But the people being born are now not trying to cause you pain, which is like the cycle, right? That they're talking about. Because like now that's the case because Eren just killed a bunch of people, so now that pain that they're feeling now is now hatred towards the devils. But for the 100 years. That wasn't the case. No, either side, honestly, like at that point, didn't know or care that like no one was being affected by each other.
Exactly.
They were all just living. So,
like literally, if Marley didn't decide to go try and take Paradise back for resources, because not forget, they wanted the island for resources. Not forget. Like they didn't want it just for a good reason. They wanted it for the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if Marley never goes to attack Paradise doesn't do anything. They stay there and they live off their quote unquote peaceful life, and then that's the end of it.
Done. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But because Marley chooses to do that, it opens the world to everything now.
Yeah. They set that in motion themselves.
They did.
Yeah. So I'm definitely agree with you on that with John.
Yeah. So that's why I think, and like I said, not to say that, I don't want to say that he's saying that their 2,000 years of is irrelevant, because I don't think that's the right word. I just don't think, because right now, to me, it seems like you're punishing people who had nothing to do with that shit, or like very little to do otherwise besides them having the same blood.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think he
you're
said
punishing
that, right?
the son for the father's sins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they don't have anything in common besides that they share the same blood.
Exactly.
It's not even like it's the same generations. Like, it could be different if, like, you, for the next 100 years, you fucked them up because that's the same people who are doing it.
Yeah.
But this is 2,000 years later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is a long time.
Yeah, we got that information too. Like, the type of people who are acting back then are way different.
Way different, bro.
Yeah, it was way different.
Come on, bro.
So,
yeah.
So yeah, nah, I'm with you on that. It's weird. It was a good, like, that was a good explanation to see how, like, Mogarth is still underneath that, like, brainwashed thing.
Yeah.
And the scene that came out at, like, up to that, I think changed that though. So do you want to keep
there's a scene
that
I think changes that too. Is it they talking about the Gabby scene?
Yeah.
Where he reaches his hand out, right?
Yeah, because
yes,
that was crazy.
That shit is wild because I love it because you could tell that Mogarth cares about Gabby and the Warriors.
Yeah.
But now he realizes he can't show it because he has no right to care for these specific Eldians when he's treated other ones like shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he can't even show his care because he has it just doesn't feel right for you to care about only these ones when all the other ones you don't give a fuck about.
Yeah. I think that was what actually was.
I love that shit.
That's what I think was the change though, because I think he like, because of Gabby, if like their relationship throughout, like Gabby was the number one cadet, like he was really like, you know, she showed that she was a good Eldian or whatever. But when she got hurt, he was very like, "Are you okay?"
He hugged her. No, when she came back alive. I'm almost certain. I'm certain. I don't know when it was, but a later episode when she first gets back. I think when they first find her again, doesn't he hug her?
I'm not sure.
And says, "Thank you, you're safe." I think he does, or he showed some kind of affection prior to this.
He might have. Her. He could have. But that scene, that like maybe it would make sense that's the case. But this one, he reached because she was crying and she was pretty much she explained. I think that's what it was. She explained it to him in terms he could understand by saying what she said to John at that moment when she got kicked. It triggered this guy's a scumbag. It was like it was hearing John's words through someone he loved. Which made it easy for him to not just be biased. Like, nah, like no matter what John said was never going to get through to him.
Right.
But the moment Gabby said the exact same thing, he was like, and like you said,
shit.
He reached his hand out. He's like, oh shit. Like,
I can't. Exactly.
She's right. Like, I'm wrong. And then he pulled his hand back. Like, that's on me. This is on me. Like,
that shit's so good.
That was clean.
That shit's so good, bro.
Yeah, that was juicy.
But we skipped the part because the Gabby part is after the whole airing out of everybody's dirty laundry.
Yeah, that was
everybody. Bro, everybody. So Yelena, and what I love is that Yelena is the one who's leading this shit, bro. And we also find out that she's a fucking Marleyan, bro.
Yo, I know that shit was nuts.
What? Son.
That shit was crazy. Talk about mind blown.
That shit threw me off guard crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Finding out that she's a Marleyan, bro.
Insane. Actually nuts.
Wild, bruh.
That was the weirdest shit. She was just straight faking that she was from, like, just to be on the Zeke train. At least Beast Boy get a little love. You know what I mean? Like,
yo, I know that's, but like we seen her do some wild shit, bro.
Yo.
And then to the fact that it was all just like a fucking made up like story of her being from this other like that's insane, bro.
I don't know what to say about that. Yelena's the person I trust literally the least.
Me too, of course.
So I'm
the least.
Like that
because we never know what she's thinking. Yeah, that's the problem.
I just never know what she's. I don't like that. She's so mysterious still. Like,
Mhm.
like that added even more because before you're like, what the fuck is the point to her doing
Yeah,
all this shit? And
we
then
thought like because we thought we knew
yeah,
about her. Now we have no idea because what we found out, what we thought we knew wasn't real. We have no idea.
that's very. They did a really
That's just
good job.
crazy.
I gotta give them a round of applause on that. That was a really good job, bro.
That shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, that threw me off.
Yeah, that switch up was different.
Yeah.
Different.
So yeah, I mean, I guess in the sense, so I liked the whole episode. Like I really did like it. But where I said I had mixed feelings about this was because with all the information we got,
Yeah.
I kind of like I didn't feel let down. I just kind of felt slightly hopeless because there's questions that, things have now all been answered. Like they aired all this shit out. But like then that left me to think like, how do they close these people's arcs? Like now it felt
Who?
like now it felt like people's arcs just either aren't going to be closed or like where they go from here. Like
Why do you say that? Like who, for example?
so like for example like Annie. Like she got out and they tried to like say like her closing arc is like seeing her dad, right?
Yeah,
But to me like she got out, like there was all this stuff that they built up, like this powerful, like Annie, like this fucking wild savage, like this god being, they were like they were just like, oh yeah, by the way, like she's here. But like I felt like they built it up, like that's the thing, I felt like it was built up, but like they never went to a climax. They're like, oh shit, we can't climax this, shift, like just quick shift, like gotta go see her dad. And I felt like, what was the point to all that other stuff? I just felt like it was lost a little bit.
Wait, but I'm confused. Like, what climax for her that we building up to though? Like, I'm confused. Like, she had her climax already.
Yeah, but like
in season 1 when she fought, that was the climax of her thing. That's the climax of her little arc. And now it's just her getting back to her dad. That's the only thing that matters now.
Okay.
So her seeing her dad, is that how it gets closed? Or if it doesn't, if your dad dies, that's the end of it also.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was feeling. I was feeling like the powerful, like season 1, like, all right, she's locked away, like she's coming back. And then she was like very like, can you forgive me? Like, I'm like that shit just felt weird to me. Like, that's what I was saying.
Because I don't know if like Annie in season 1 was OD strong and stuff like that, and when she got locked away, but I don't think we were keeping her locked away for her to like do something big strong again. I think that time has passed.
Yeah, okay.
I think now her thing is like we're learning more about who she actually is because we got her backstory and shit, because we knew based on the flashback that she was like weird, she killed the butterfly, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So now, when she's out, we find out really about her character, because before, the Annie we knew before wasn't actually who she was. That was some stone-hearted fake facade she put up. Now, the one who worries about her dad, that's the actual Annie, who we're finding out right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't think her being in the crystal was to build up anticipation for her breaking out and going crazy again. I think that was just to put her on ice because she had nothing else to do back then.
All right. So
you know what I'm saying?
That was like one feel I had. So I like I said, whether that's like somewhat, like I guess you're right, like that she's not supposed to have that, but it felt to me like that's what a thing was. She was gonna express like why all this happened, because they were like letting this shit out. What else is the second one? Like John being like it felt like John was the center of the episodes.
I agree, and I like it a lot.
Okay, so that was something
I liked it a lot.
That was something I was, like I said, I had mixed feelings on. I'm like, I don't know if I like that, because like
why?
Because I just felt like, why was the main focus on John that whole
why
episode?
Not?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I don't know. Like why not? Like I'm not like against it. That's why I said mixed feelings. But it's like also he's not a main. Like to me, he's not a main. Like he's not a part of like he's not Aaron. He's not
to me. He's number 4. I mean, if you count the cadets, he's number 4 important, John.
And that scene, like, that's the thing. I don't think he's number 4 important in the story right now. That's what.
Well, not in the story. I'm talking about in the cadets who are with Aaron and shit, who have the same kind of like feelings with him, who grew up with that nigga.
Yeah.
He's number 4 in terms of importance. Think about all the stuff he's done.
Yes, I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
So, but he deserved his episode.
I think I do agree, because you got to understand that John is the person who I think we can, I guess, I don't want to say relate to the most, but we can sympathize with how he deals with things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We seen John last episode, or was it even this one, where he's having the fucking dream about what his life could be.
Yeah.
It is, you know what I'm saying? He's having a dream about what his life could be if he decides to just sit out. You know what I'm saying? And get what because we know he been wanted this interior police job. From the jump, he wanted that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we see that now, what he could have, and he goes against it because he can't idly sit by. But then we also see is that how John reacts to the Reiner shit, which I feel like any of us watching would react the same way. Yeah. So I like how they use John to kind of convey how the Watcher would react in the situation.
Okay.
And they do that a lot of the times. Think back to when Sasha died. We see John in the corner, and John does this often. Whenever he doesn't want to deal with something, he goes into a corner, he closes his eyes, and he covers his ears.
Yeah.
And we see this often. And that's a kind of really natural reaction, kind of like pure and childish reaction to how people deal with things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which people like us can relate to. You know what I'm saying? Like just trying to escape something. Look at John trying to sleep through the rumbling. Nigga, the whole time, hands on his ears, trying to just forget this shit. And he fucking can't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then we see Reiner explain what happened to Marco. And we get everyone finds out the full story. Because I low-key forgot that the scouts didn't know the full story. I low-key forgot about that.
Yeah.
So they find out the real truth. And then we see John beat the brakes off of Reiner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I like that it's John, because I don't think it would hit the same if it was somebody else, because I feel like we relate to John a lot more than someone like Connie or over somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do give you that. Like, it's just like, because I was feeling it just I always wondered if John was like the like protagonist of the anti-Eren, you know, because it felt like that they got that. So, you know, I didn't know if they were trying to build that up, or if they were trying to like close his arc, or, you know, give more depth into his feelings. Because that's what I was saying. Like, that's where I said I had mixed feelings. Like, is he the leader of the group, or are they trying to build that kind of framework?
I think they are, because they've been said that John's a good leader. Like, they said that multiple times in the story, that he's a good leader. He always makes the right decisions under pressure. Okay. So they've been said that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised if they're trying to make John said, you know, de facto leader right now. Okay. I'm not opposed to that at all.
All right. I'm
because he always does make the right decision.
Yeah. All right. Okay. But you see where I'm coming from, though, right? Like how there's like,
I can see why you would be like, why the fuck is John the main focal point of this episode?
Well, see, okay, so yeah, so even like progress that, because this part was also added to this, because like I felt that way for a couple reasons. Because one, we have Armin sitting right there, and I really feel like Armin just is like, I keep assuming that Armin, maybe that's my fault, I keep assuming that Armin would have way more involved with him than like these other characters, because even for the, like, honestly, the past 2 to 3 episodes, Armin seems like he is a side character, but he's a fucking shifter, and was like built up to be this like master strategist, but I feel like he's not making the decisions.
But I think that's part of his character, though, because he's never been the one to actively make a decision. It's always him in a last resort, somebody going to him like, hey, what should we do? And then he's like, well, I guess we do this. You know what I'm saying? It was never him taking the being assertive in decision. That's why he feels like he can't surpass or
Erwin.
Yeah, Erwin. Yeah. He can't be the successor to Erwin because he don't make those decisions like that. He's not the type. He thinks about things. He has a really he has a fucking big brain. He can understand what the fuck's going on, but he's never been the one to be like, hey, us right now, let's all do this. That's been John, bro. Even in season 2 in the Tross shit, they were going to John.
Yeah.
And it's only later on they asked Armin what to do.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess that's
So I
just
think
the feel.
it's by design in his character that he always makes the right decision when he's asked or when he's brought into the fold, but he's never the one to be the assertive one and be like, "This is what we should be doing right now."
Okay. All right. So I guess I was a little blinded. I wouldn't even say blinded. I was a little biased towards the fact of I'm thinking that the main characters, the Armin, the Mikasa, the Reiner, the Annie would take precedent over the John. And I was like really like hung up on that. Like, why is
Nah,
this?
what I think I think they're all the same.
Yeah.
I feel like you're putting like the cadets into a tier, whereas I
Okay.
think they're all on the same motherfucking level.
So they're like at this
Whereas-
point, everybody's
at this point, I feel like every cadet who's been with Eren is the same level of what the fuck could happen, or a level of like, you know, can get shit done. Whereas obviously like motherfucking shifters and Mikasa can have like an extra added oomph to what they could do.
Yeah.
But in terms of political stuff and what making decisions, like they're all on the same tier now.
okay. Yeah, I will definitely pass that one because
Yeah.
that's what I was hung up on. I'm like this is just John and Coney. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah, I
Like,
really
you're not
love John in the center
Yeah.
of this shit. I loved it.
it was good for him for sure. I was just very keen. I was just like, what the hell? Like why is this? I just felt like everyone's just either not getting their thing. But when Yelena called out like Armin and he just like shrugged it off, I was like, bro, like
He can't say. Well, what's he
Yeah.
gonna say, bro?
yeah, I was like, bro, like
Like,
this
what
could-
does he say to that? He's like, someone as smart as Armin could wreak havoc out of the port. Like, nigga, a mountain of bodies. Like, let's not forget, like, a mountain. Like,
Right.
he killed thousands of motherfuckers, bro.
Yo, I gotta watch the episode because he did, right? He fucking blew that bitch up.
Thousands. A whole port, nigga, destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so he couldn't say anything there. Like, what's he gonna say? Like, oh yeah, I didn't do that. Like, no, we saw you, bro.
Yeah, I was there. Like,
Yeah, she was there, bro. Like, y'all orchestrated together.
so it was yeah. I mean, I guess like to say I had mixed feelings. I still did because the way
Yeah,
that,
I mean that's fine. Yeah, for sure.
but I didn't think it was a bad episode. Like, by no means. Like, I know
Yeah,
normally
yeah.
the normal deal would be like, yo, like no fighting, no one got like jabbed. I just you know I really did think it was good. I thought it was necessary to have, like you said, to have all that like what you said, like hashed out between
Yeah.
the gang.
The skeletons had to get taken out the closet because they can't move forward and try and stop Eren if they still have these secrets.
Yeah.
You can't. It can.
And the way Annie brought up the "Are you gonna kill him?" to Mikasa,
Ooh, that was good.
and then she was like, I just hope that it works." Like, you know, and that was
That was so good. Like that's maybe the one scene I'm kind of like meh about, even though I thought it was good,
Yeah.
because Mikasa's answer to me, like, I don't know. I just feel like the bitch is too fucking naive, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Like,
going on with that.
You know, like, I don't know. Like, let's think about this man. Like, let's really think about Eren here.
Yeah.
Eren is doing all of this in terms of self-preservation for him and his own people.
Yeah.
And not even just the audience, the people on Paradise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is why he's doing this. The man chose genocide of the entire world to save his island. You have to have a strong fucking willpower to try to go through with that shit.
Yeah.
And you're gonna talk him out of it?
Yeah,
Like, that's the thing where I'm like, you're gonna talk him, like, what are you gonna say to him to make that man snap out of this?
Yeah. Like, for
Like,
real.
that's the only thing where I'm like, it's kind of naive to think you could talk a man with this strong of a will to would go this far for him and his people out of this. That's the thing. That's the only thing that I was like, I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
Because obviously it's within Mikasa's character to be like, well, we're not gonna kill him outright. We're gonna talk to him first. And obviously, it's within our character to do that. But I'm like, how?
Yeah. Like, what is your, like, yeah, there's no idea. It's just like you're saying that.
Yeah, like you that's just an empty thought.
Yeah.
Because you have no kind of idea to what the fuck you could even possibly say to make Eren change his mind about this.
Yeah.
Because let's not forget, if he changes their mind, they all die. They're gonna get murdered. They're gonna somehow get murdered, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If Eren doesn't do this, the whole world is bent on killing them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why this started.
Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah. It's weird. It's a weird dynamic, right?
It's so weird, and it's weird even for like the scouts and shit. It's even weird for them because they're trying to stop Eren, knowing that stopping them will kill themselves.
Yeah.
It's such a weird fucking dynamic, bro.
But that we did gloss over this, but that was what Han said. She got frustrated because she says she'd be damned if she justifies genocide.
Yeah, which I love that line from her, bro. Which is it's true.
Because you could tell like she was very conflicted because she knows it's not like she's gonna, like you said, they're gonna die if they do this, but she can't say it's okay just to preserve them and kill everyone
herself. Exactly. Yeah.
So it's just wild, man. That's just it's such a weird dynamic.
It's crazy.
So yeah, I guess those are my few quarrels, and I guess after further conversation, I have to reevaluate how I evaluate the cadets and
I feel
the
you.
situation they're in.
I don't know, because to me, maybe it's just me, because to me, I always thought John was like under like Eren, Armin, Mikasa. I always thought it was John, bro. Always.
No, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? So like, once I seen John in, I'm like, all right, it's only natural that this motherfucker would get more screen time with like Eren not here and Armin obviously in his own fucking brain about the Erwin shit.
Yeah, and I agree with you fully. I do think I've always thought that the cadets, like the ride or dies, those 6, but like Sasha's dead.
Yeah.
I think Coney already had his little arc close where he like, so like that's where I felt like John's arc ended last episode.
Yeah,
so
I think his arc
just
closed too.
Yeah, but I just was. That's why I was thrown off, like, because I thought last episode was like, oh, I'm a scout forever, but then they like did it again, where he's like, oh, I'm a scout forever, and it's like, bro, like, but like we're in this cookout with fucking real world motherfuckers, you know, like with essentially the plot of the story, the shifters, all the niggas from like, because I don't consider McGrath or Mogarth a big part of the story. So like, you got like the shifters. You have Yelena expressing that she was just doing this facade. So you're like, okay, now all this shit's off. Crazy. And then they're like, by the way, here's another John like story. I'm like, why? Like that's where I was like, why? Because up until that point, I'm just like, here's all the main plots. We have the Annie, we have the shifters, we have Armin, Mikasa. They got to kill these people. We have the last of the old generation scouts. Like like here's the plot, and then they're like, no, but really, here's the plot. And I was like, wait a minute.
And we see it through fucking John, bro.
Yeah,
wow, that shit was fucking good.
So I get it now. Like when you put it into that perspective. But when I was watching it, I was like, what the fuck? Like.
Yeah,
like,
I feel that. Hell yeah, I feel that shit.
It's like, what is this like? But now I see that we're supposed to see it as if we were a normal scout. Like technically we're the gang of motherfuckers with superpowers.
Yeah.
I mean, Levi's there, so like with a whole gang of motherfuckers with straight superpowers, and then you and Coney, like
right, exactly. Like he's really the everyman. If you think about that shit, like he's the everyman.
God, man, this is fucking. It was good. It was a good episode, and I definitely liked it. I say I didn't like it. Like, so, fuck the way you put it gave a lot of insight. I think people who are watching this too they'll be on the fence, like they'll be on one of our sides like that too, and maybe like because I think you were like, yo, this was great and this is why, and I was over here like,
I notoriously love Bob's. I notoriously love them though, so like once I seen it, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck with this shit. And then all the John stuff and them like talking about the past, talking about Marcos, that shit, like I was like, I love this shit.
I can't wait till fucking Falco learns he's a fucking Titan.
Oh my god, bro. He knows.
No one said anything.
Gabby told him.
Did she?
She yelled it when they came and saved He was like, use the Jaws powers. And he was like, huh? What happened to Galliard? He knows.
No, but that's the thing. Does he, or was he just like, what the fuck? Like, that's weird. You know, because she yelled it, but did it register?
Yeah, true. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe it didn't register, but he was told, bruh.
Yeah, but no one at the thing was like, yo, you the jaw boy now. Like, no one said that to him.
Crazy.
imagine he in the fight and shifts and it's like,
yeah, bro.
Like, well, what's going
Wild.
on? What about
Wild?
Yeah, the fucking long neck titan. They got a long neck.
Facts. Niggas that was looking crazy.
Yo, real rap though, I was low key dying about this. Is that John? Like, imagine being a nigga who's like your dream girl, ain't want nothing to do with you, but who just all about her brother. Like, imagine going through the scouts like, oh yo, like I ain't got no competition on her. She's beautiful. Like, I'm gonna bag that, and it's like, nah, bro, her brother got that.
Nah. Damn.
Yo, he did say that. So that was funny. You have beautiful hair.
That shit is weak.
She cut that shit. Oh my god,
yeah,
how disrespectful. How disrespectful.
Crazy.
John just taking L's all over.
That ass. It's all series, bro.
All series.
Take L's.
God, man. Oh, I was dying at that. But yeah, I mean, how do you feel? Is that pretty much the feels on you, or do you have anything else?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much everything. I mean, the preview for next episode is that they get to. So we saw that they're going to this port. They're trying to go to the port.
I forgot about this. Did you
watch
this
it?
Dude, Flock, bro.
I know. Hopefully he dies next episode, though. Hopefully he dies.
Why? Why is he always fucking there?
Bro, this nigga got the most plot armor, more than Aaron, bruh. Aaron has died more than Flock. Let's talk about it. Aaron, the main character, has died more than Flock. Let's talk about it.
I just hate this fucking guy.
Let's talk about it.
Oh,
I hate that nigga, bro.
Oh my god.
I hate him.
And he took the fucking midnight train going to the, like,
yo,
going anywhere. Like, God, what the fuck?
Took the midnight train going anywhere.
Oh, he's so mad. Like,
I'm fucking crying, bro. Oh fuck! Oh my god, that was weak, bro. Nah, the nigga Flock, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know why he there, bro. The nigga at the port. So in the next time on Dragon Ball Z, we should explain this shit. The little preview is next episode we're gonna go because they're going some port to get to some blimp to try and get an aerial view on the rumbling to try and find out where the fuck Aaron is. You know what I'm saying? But come to find out that Flock somehow they're already there.
Yeah, they just there.
Flock and the Jaegerness are already fucking there. Like, how the fuck? And they've taken over that port, and they got homegirl at the gunpoint, the Asian girl. Flock got the pole ready.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what? So hopefully Flock gets toasted next episode, bro. Hopefully.
Well, I mean,
he gets toasted.
I'm just saying, yo. There's the group does have the founding gun titan. So
that's what I'm saying. Daddy in there with the blicky though. With the blicky.
So if you tell me if you choosing Flock or the founding gun titan,
nigga, she has not missed a shot yet, bro. She is 2 for 2 on killing main characters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she really is.
She's 2 for 2 for killing main characters. I'm telling you. Just give her that shit, bro. She gonna go crazy.
I mean, you choose Flock or you choosing Gabby? I'm sorry, yo.
No, I'm choosing Gabby, bro.
No plot armor is strong enough to stop the founding.
Aaron wasn't strong enough.
Aaron
wasn't strong enough.
Yeah, damn.
That shit's fucking weak, bro.
Couldn't fucking predict that, nigga.
Hell no. Couldn't see that shit, nigga.
Oh god, man, yeah. That was They took the train. Oh my god, that was so dumb.
Yeah, so we're gonna see that. Hopefully we're gonna see them attack the port. It's gonna be spicy though. Like I want to see how they plan to do this because they got some motherfucking minds there now, bro. They got Mogarth, who's a commander. So we got some military shit. We got Hanj. They got Armin. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see what the plan is to take this port out, bro. I'm hyped for that shit.
I am too. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like this is,
And they got Titans and shit.
Yeah,
They
this
got
is-
like what, 5 Titans?
this is a
They got
fucking
a shit ton of Titans.
yeah. This is a Toon Squad. This is the dead
Yeah.
ass the yeah. Because what they got Gabby,
Annie,
Falco, Annie, Armin,
Reiner,
Cart,
and Peak. Yeah.
yeah, Peak. I forgot. I'm just gonna say Peak because Peak is literally as we talked about previous episodes. She is the type. Like she is the best, hands down MVP. I will die with that.
Shit's, bro, the fact that she could come out halfway of the Titan body, talk as a regular person, and then go back into the mech, into the flesh mech. Come on, bro. That's different.
And talk in the mech too.
Different.
Different. And then they got Levi, Mikasa, the two strongest humans.
But Levi, like they said, I don't know if I believe Hanji when she said that he gonna be a while till Levi fights. I don't know if I really believe that fully.
Yeah.
But that's what they said.
I mean, I could see him not fighting, but he's still that. He's still better, like better than half of the motherfuckers with spears. You know what I'm saying? Like on his worst day, he's still game.
True.
So
true.
So,
bruh.
And I would have to say Coney and John are just like both the.
They both can handle their business, bro. They both can handle their business. You know what I'm saying?
So they're not slacking in the department of that, you know.
Hell no. But the thing is that like what's gonna happen is like let's not forget like these are people they know. So like is it gonna come into a play where they gonna hesitate to try and smoke these niggas for real because it's the niggas they knew? You know what I'm saying? That's where my head is at. Because we're not lacking any kind of firepower in terms of actually killing niggas in terms of like skill.
Yeah.
But the kind of thing where like these are people they, you know, they grew up with or they were in the military with. You know what I'm saying? Like old homies.
Yeah, that's probably what the big thing that was probably what the precursor of Annie's conversation was. Maybe it wasn't necessarily are you going to kill Eren? It's like can you just fucking murder your because she did. Friends. Yeah, like can you murder your friends? Like
yeah.
Because that happened to Levi. We already know Levi can do it and he's out. So it really comes down to like can you guys do what Levi and Annie did? And both of those people, like even Levi going, you guys are noisy. I feel like that was like a subtle. That might be now after thinking about it, like a subtle play because Annie and Levi were the only two people who have killed their comrades.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and Eren.
Eren didn't kill his comrades. I don't think Eren's ever killed a comrade.
I mean, he's killed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're not really comrades. I'm thinking about the people in the police. They're not really comrades, so I guess not. Nah, he's killed people, but not like comrades. Yeah.
Yeah, he like killed people.
Yeah.
But he's never killed like a
homie.
Levi 2 times in a row killed
his squad.
Killed his squad twice, and then Annie literally just killed niggas she was in the scouts and military police with. Like that's it. No one else has had the so like there's pretty much true. What you said, right? They're gonna roll up and have to be like, yo, we've been riding with you guys. Like,
yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. If they're gonna try and sneak in. That's the thing also, like, but I don't know. They can't sneak in because they know that they're not Jaegerists. So there's no stealth mission, bro. Like I don't see a stealth mission there.
I don't see it ever even working. Like they don't have the gear. Like
true. Yeah.
You know? Like all these people are very distinguishable. Like they're famous. They're famous within this shit. So you ain't looking like, oh hey Armin, like oh what's up, bro? Like don't know you. Like come on, like
it's funny.
Especially Armin. He's the only blonde-haired, blue-eyed motherfucker in the scouts. It feels like.
Deadass. I think he is.
You know
Everybody else has fucking dark hair.
Yeah. So he's even more fucked. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, deadass.
Oh yeah. I can't wait to see what's going on next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be gas.
Out here dying again. Yeah, that's all I got for today.
Yeah, same. Shit's gas.
Yeah, it's big love. And yeah, peace.
Later.